I kid you not, this is the first portal that I placed down. All I did was I just went miles away from our old base. I placed a little path so we know how to get back, but all I did was just fly straight. Place a portal down. What coordinates are we at? Oh, we are very far away. I just flew straight, placed a portal down, and look where we've ended up. I mean, it's so nice. I haven't actually explored around us, but I'm definitely going to. But you know, I've done a quick flyover. I got rid of some of the trees here, placed a few chests down. Just looking at the area, we've hit a gold mine. I can already tell. Okay, sit down. Sit down. Just taking a little flyover. Don't mind the boat there. I'll show you that in a second. But taking a little flyover, you know, the mountains are just so nice. I think the main thing that shocked me when I ended up here was look at the diversity that we've got. Look, we've got dark oak, we've got a jungle forest, we've got a birch forest, an oak forest as well. You know, we've got beaches over here and a village as well, which is really good. We've got acacia. I didn't even know that either. It's an acacia biome here and all the way over there. I feel like we've nearly got every single wood type just in this area. Oh, there's a jungle over there as well. It's really cool. There's definitely a lot that we could do with it. I don't really know what we're going to do. Well, no, I have absolutely no clue what we're going to do. But that is the fun of it. I have no clue. One of the things that I really liked about this place when I opened that portal, you know, the first thing you see is the mountains, yeah, which is really, really cool. However, something really underrated, I think, is the view that you get, you know, from this entrance here. Oh, I do have the camera thing installed. The view that you get from this entrance from the water is really, really cool. You come in first here, and, you know, when you're looking in a big plain area like this, I'm sort of imagining, you know, what's going to go there in the future. You're thinking of builds as you're going through it. Oh, hello. Just get around. Oh, no. Okay. You're imagining things as you're going through it, and you know, this could definitely have some sort of build on the side of here or on the top. I'm imagining some nice buildings on top of this plain area here. But as you're coming through, you've got this huge mountain right in front of you, which could, you know, something sat right on the peak up there. How cool would that be? I don't know. I think there's a lot of room for opportunity in the area, and that's kind of why I left the boat here, because I just think it's a really cool perspective that, you know, kind of sold the area for me rather than all the huge mountains and the view from an elytra. I actually prefer the view from the boat, so we'll definitely be incorporating this winding lake into some builds. A few days ago, I actually went and watched the Minecraft movie, which was absolute pure cinema, I must say. But one of the things that came with the Minecraft movie was a live event. It was only for Bedrock, but I don't think many people will have done it. But I did all the challenges, and I managed to get this beautiful Steve cape. I only thought the cape would look like this, which is just the, you know, the mine entrance, and then you look. How do I look on the other side? On the other side of the cape, you can't really see, can you? On the other side of the cape, there is like the view from the inside, and it's pretty cool. Pretty cool cape. When putting on your elytra, I had no clue that it showed Jack Black on it, which is really funny. So I'm very happy with this cape, and I don't think many people will have it. because the challenges were quite a pain to do and were hidden in bedrock mode. So I don't think there's going to be many Java users that actually have the cape, but I am one of them. Anyway, the build that you just saw in that time lapse is now, I would say, halfway done. This top bit here, I'm not as impressed with. It was all done freehand, and it's more of a backdrop for the build that's going to go along this outline here. Did anybody ever know that squids make noise? Listen. That. Since when did... Is that the squid? Since when did squids make noise? I never knew that. Okay, getting distracted. The main reason for the build and why I've done it here was to make this little crevice area, which you can't actually see from the lake or from the land. You've got to go through this little entrance, but it's quite nice in here. It is a really cool area in here, and it's a place that you can only access by boat, which is what we was just saying. We want to use the boats a bit more and incorporate them into some builds, which we've definitely done here. The main plan for the episode was to just build a shack here with a sugarcane farm inside, because, you know, being in a new area, we're getting pretty low on rockets already. So I thought we could tick off actually a few boxes of things we wanted to do, which was incorporating the boat into the build, and we were tidying up this pretty bad generation. And point number 3, this water that looks like it's being redirected is actually done intentionally, because when we get a water wheel here, which is going to be done next, it's going to look as if it's powering the actual build, which I think is pretty cool. It'll make a little bit more sense, I think, when I actually make the build. So I'm not going to waste any time. I'm going to grab all the other resources that I need that I don't already have, and I'm just going to get cracking with building this main build. I did say when I started this episode that one of my favourite parts of this area is... One of my favourite parts of this area is the entrance to our land, where the river meets the sea. And if we take this journey in one more time, I do think that this build adds quite a lot to this scenic pass-through of our land. It's always very daunting starting a brand new build, especially when, you know, it's the first one in the area. There's still quite a bit to do, like this bridge, for example. But one big thing that we need to sort is the interior of the build, because there's currently nothing going on. I've got the essentials in here, and I've placed down some pretty cheap floors, both down there and up here, and I've crammed in all of our chests up here. But it's something that we can sort later, because the main part of the build, the sugarcane farm, is all down here. It's quite a funky design down here, and the interior is also a bit mishmashed together. But the main thing that we've done, and we've made sure to get right, is, if we put on the free cam, aligning this sugarcane farm with the powering water wheel outside. You can't really see much from here. You can see some redstone behind the build, which may suggest that it's being powered, but we know that this is perfectly in line with the water wheel. I'm pretty happy with it. It works in my head, which is all that matters. So, I think with a pretty solid paper farm on the go, we're ready to put an end to this video and start planning some future things to do in this world. Once again, as I said in the start of the video, I have no clue what these new projects might be. But I'm very excited to see... Oh, hello. But I'm very excited to see what my brain cooks up and what I'm going to be working on for the next couple weeks. So, without further ado, I want to say thank you very much for stopping by, and hopefully I'll see you again.